radio contact. It is 24 minutes, make that 25 minutes before the top of the hour. We are still right now at 33 degrees here in Fort Dodge. Expecting a high today of 50. I don't know if we're going to get there. Those clouds might prohibit that just a little bit, but expecting to get back into the 50s as the week goes on, and clouds to boots. Not the greatest times, but hey, it could be a lot worse, right? Could be experiencing some snow shoveling and all that kind of stuff. Remember not to jinx it, so I'll knock on wood. Remember, we did have a snowstorm like 4 years ago on May the 2nd, so it's doable. It's doable here in the Hawkeye State. Anyway, let's not talk about that, right? Let's talk about the fur babies at Almost Home Humane Society right here in Fort Dodge, as we do every single Wednesday. Again, right here on the airwaves of Iowa's favorite country, K97, on all of our audio streams, and you can watch on our video stream, our Fort Dodge video stream, at our Facebook page, Iowa's favorite country, K97 on Facebook, is my friend Rachel from Almost Home Humane Society. She's the director there. Rachel, good morning to you.
Morning, Darren. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
And no offense to you, Rachel, but more so, how are the fur babies doing?
They're doing good.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, that's because you got a tremendous team out there taking care of them. We know everything's going to go well. Sounds like your dart tournament over the weekend went extremely well.
Oh, very well, yeah. The Moose Lodge was able to raise almost $1,100 for us.
Nice.
And then they also brought a whole van load of supplies.
Fantastic, really?
Yeah. Yep, so kitty litter, paper towels, treats, toys, all sorts of fun stuff for us.
Oh,
so,
that's
it's awesome.
Oh, and you and I have talked for the last several weeks now about you're low on dog treats, and it's like, you can't be low on dog treats. That can't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you can run out of dog food, but not the treats, Rachel.
Not
so
the
that's great that they had a truckload of that, and you said kitty litter as well, and you said what else?
Yep. Paper towels, cleaning supplies. We got
Nice.
kitten food, all sorts of stuff.
Nice, great stuff that you need and stuff that you guys will use on a daily basis, without a doubt. Well, that's good to hear. So kudos to the Moose Lodge for making that happen, and for raising so much, not just so much items like you were talking about, but $1,100. Good for you guys. That'll keep the lights on for a few months.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
That's great. I'm sure Rhonda, who still does your accounting, is like, "Woo, yeah, there we go."
Yeah.
Worried a little bit. Now, in case people don't know, in case maybe it's the first or second time that you're listening or watching, I think Rachel, right now, since we were just talking about that, it's important to let people or remind people that you do not receive government funding. You are funded literally by the generosity of others. That's how you keep your doors open, like fundraisers, like your dart tournament, your fur ball, things like that. So anything that anybody can do to help out Almost Home, definitely do. So when we hear an $1,100 cha-ching, off a dart tournament, we're all pretty pleased, because that gives you guys a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah. We're a registered 501c nonprofit organization. So that means your monetary donations are also tax deductible too. So.
Yes. And let's not forget, Rhonda and I used to talk about this, when you go on Amazon, so many people, I'm not trying to take away from our local small business by any means, but a lot of people do their shopping online on Amazon. If you click, it's Humane Society of North Central Iowa, I think is what it's under actually, but Almost Home Humane Society. If you click that as your charity of choice, fractions of pennies will go to Almost Home. And Rhonda and I used to talk about, Rachel, and you know this better than I do, man. There's $300-$400 checks that show up in the mail, and that's nice. Like and that's all just from those fractions of pennies. I mean, who would think that adds up? But it does when you do that. So, perfect way to keep that going.
Absolutely.
You know it. Well, let's talk about some of the needs you do have right now, because even though you got some kitty litter, clumping kitty litter still is a big deal.
As always, yes. As always, we're doing a lot of cat adoptions right now. So lots of cats out, lots of cats in. We just had a pregnant mama cat have her babies the other night. So we've got 5 more kittens on top, 5 more butts on top of that that will need litter. Always going through kitty litter. That's one of the biggest things, because it's it's a sanitary thing. we gotta scoop it every day. It gets tossed out every day. We dump litter boxes in between each cat and kennel, so that it's as clean as possible for the cats.
Yeah, and that's why, if you think, folks, that clumping kitty, why do we keep talking about clumping kitty litter every week? Because they go through it. I remember, it's been a while now, maybe 10 months ago, we were able to, just by talking about it so much, we were able to build up a pallet full. And 2 weeks later, we were talking about you need clumping kitty litter again. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Yeah. We keep our kitty litter because we've got limited space here. We keep our kitty litter in like one of those big, was it 55-gallon like trash, like wheelie trash bins.
Sure.
And that to the top lasts about a week.
Wow.
Week and a half, maybe.
And that's got to be a good 9 or 10 bags to fill that thing, if not more.
Oh, way more than that. Yeah.
So, I mean, you're talking a bunch just to fill that, and that lasts a week oh, wow, that's incredible. Incredible. But you got to keep them sanitary. You got to keep them clean.
Mm-hmm. Helps keep the smell down for everybody.
Right. Dust and the whole works. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Plus, a lot easier to clean as well. So, Kitten Chow also on your list for today, bleach, and still looking for a washing machine.
Still looking for 2 washers.
Oh, no. You had another one?
For 2 washers. Yep.
Oh, we got to get that taken care of. Now, again, folks, if you got a washing machine, maybe sitting in your garage, sitting in your basement, sitting in your breezeway, that you know works, and you know also you're never going to use again, Almost Home could use it without a doubt. They are down 2 washing machines now. And if you know at all the loads of laundry, Rachel, you'll attest to this better because you're right there. You guys go through a dog ton of laundry without a doubt.
Probably 12 to 15 loads of laundry a day.
Ouch. Ouch. And to do that minus 2 washing machines, that is extremely difficult. Mm-hmm. So anything anybody can do.
Yeah, we have to be careful about how we do our laundry as well, because it's, we're doing a lot of heavy loads of blankets, towels, pet beds. You can't overload our washers. So sometimes we're doing 12, 15 plus loads because we can't pack everything in like you would a normal load of laundry at home. So.
Right. Well, those beds, those beds, they'll tear after a few washes anyway. Mm-hmm. if you just shove them in with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, you're right. That increases all that. But, I'm still on a quest to get you guys an industrial size washer and dryer, man. I've got till the end of the year. That's my goal.
Yeah,
we're gonna get that for you. If anybody can help out with that, you got an industrial size washer or dryer, you want to donate to that, make it happen. But right now, really, folks, they're in need of 2 washers. Used as long as they work. That's the main thing. Let's help them out at Almost Home Humane Society with that. That's man, I hate to hear that because that's a big hit for you guys, Rachel. Mm-hmm. Let's get that correct. Let's get that correct today. I hope you're coming back next week to say, hey, guess what? We got a couple of washers brought to us. We're good to go.
Yeah, a couple of washers and an extra.
And an extra. And I would love to have you come back next week and say, guess what? We got an industrial size washer and dryer.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Rachel, what else we got to talk about today? Katie and Shelby, now they have a home, right?
Yes. Katie and Shelby have a home lined up for them. We're just waiting for Shelby to get spayed, and then they're out of here.
Nice. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Very good to hear.
Super excited for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we got features today. Who are we talking about today?
So our dog of the week today, his name is Yankee. Let's see if I can get... Hey, buddy.
Oh, look at Yankee.
Hi, bud. Sweet boy.
He just looks so calm. That's awesome.
Calm, a little bit scared.
Sure, understandable.
Yankee came to us with his brother Astro, and they came from what we would consider a mild hoarding case. No neglect, no abuse, nothing like that. But the person has way too many animals in their home, and they're getting a little in over their heads.
Sure.
And so we're working with them to gradually get more and more dogs out of the house because all the dogs are in the house. And there's, I think they said 17 of them total.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we've dealt with cat hoarding situations before. Dog hoarding situations don't happen that often for us. And our capacity is extremely limited. 17 dogs would be more than what we're capable of, more than half of our kennels. And we don't have that many kennels open right now. So we're taking in a couple at a time. We're in contact with the family just to make sure that everyone's doing okay and all that. Like I said, no abuse, nothing crazy like that. Yeah. Just too many dogs. And because of that, they're not super socialized with people. Sure. So we have been carrying these boys throughout the building to get them out to the play yards and out of their kennels for a little bit. But they're not what I would consider small dogs. Yankee's smaller than his brother, and he's still about 45 pounds. So we're getting them used to the leashes and getting them out and getting them, more socialized. And they're warming up pretty quickly for us. They're young. They're under a year old. But ideally they would be going home with another dog who can just kind of show them the ropes. They need to, they don't really know how to dog. if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Yeah, they don't know how to dog. They're just kind of learning how to interact with people on a regular basis by themselves. So we're getting there with them. They're sweet, very, very sweet dogs. They're just kind of, they're timid and they're a little bit scared of everything right now, but we're getting there with them.
Sure, understandable. And when you said not real, a lot of socialization, well, when there's 17 dogs, it's tough to socialize them all.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's too bad. Well, let's get him a good home that can teach him how to be a dog. That was a good way to put it, actually, Rachel.
Teach him how to dog. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's make that happen. So Yankee, now what kind of dog is he?
They told us he was a lab heeler mix, which I can definitely see in him. His brother Astro is a little bit on the scruffy side. He almost looks like he's got like Labradoodle or something in him. Oh, wow. Kind of that scruffy, wiry hair, but I don't know for sure.
Well, let's start with Yankee. Let's get how. And you said under a year old, so still got some puppy and some play left in him, but he needs to learn how to do that. So we need to make that happen. Bring him out of his shell, and as Rachel said, teach him how to dog. That's a good way to do it. There you go. Well, let's find a home for Yankee. Who do you got on the cat side?
On the cat side, I don't have her with me. She doesn't like to be picked up, so we're just going to leave her in her kennel. Her name is Chloe. She's about 2 years old. She was found as a stray over the wintertime. Somebody was able to trap her and bring her inside. And they kind of took care of her for a few months. They got her healthy. They got her spayed and vaccinated for us, which is super, super helpful because that's a lot of money that you're putting into a cat that you're not going to keep. So that's amazing when we have people that will do that for us. So she had some health issues when she came to us. She had some frostbite on her ears. So she is actually missing the tip of her ear on one side. It's kind of crinkled up from the loss of blood flow, and then the very tip of it just kind of fell off.
Oh wow!
Which is not uncommon. I've seen that before. You know, ears, tails, and toes are extremely susceptible to the extreme weather. So back when we had like the negative 30-degree, winds and all that craziness is when she was found. And so she lost a little bit of her ear. I think it makes her look unique. But she's very, very pretty. That kind of like silvery blue color. You know your buddy Greg that you like?
Oh yeah.
She's the same color.
Really?
She's the same color. In that really pretty silvery blue gray.
Yeah, that is a beautiful color.
And she's a petite little thing, little kitty cat. She took a little while to warm up to us and trust us. But now that she's there, you walk past her kennel, she kind of perks up and she starts purring and pawing at the door, and she wants to be scratched under her chin and behind her ears. And so she's definitely social now. She's just, not all cats like to be picked up. Not all cats can be Greg. But she is very friendly now. So if you're looking for a quiet cat, a nice quiet companion in the house, no kids for her, I would assume. But she would be perfect for a nice quiet house. She just kind of keeps to herself.
Wow, that's okay. And you guys have done a great job. It sounds like getting her socialized and used to you. So at least she's used to people again. So
yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Now, you brought up Greg. Tell me he found a home.
He's still here.
Oh, you're kidding. Greg was like the king of cats. There's no way.
I don't get it.
Greg was like a big, beautiful, like Rachel said, bluish gray color. Just, laid back, man. When you had him on video, he just lay there and looked like, I'm just about as content as a cat could possibly get. Yeah,
he's basically a stuffed animal come to life. Like that's pretty much what he is.
Oh man, well we got to get him at home too. That just makes me sad. Makes me very sad. Yeah. Well, again, what's your census at right now, Rachel, as far as dogs and cats goes?
We are at about 20 dogs, and we're probably it's probably a little higher than that. We got a couple dogs in yesterday, and then about 55 cats with 16 cats in foster right now because of all the litters of kittens that we've got. So give us maybe like 6 to 8 weeks and we're gonna have a bunch of babies in here.
Oh boy. Yeah, you said it a couple weeks ago. It's that season. So there you go. What we need to do as a community and communities surrounding is we need to work hard to, and don't take this wrong, Rachel, to put Almost Home out of business. Now that'll
Yes,
never
please.
happen. That will never ever happen. I promise you and guarantee you that, because we need them, and there's always going to be a need for them. But we need to make that kind of a goal. And by that, what we mean is let's get these fur babies, forever homes and families where they can live their lives in happiness. Man, Yankee, we got to get Yankee home. That makes me sad.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to dog. I mean, that makes me real sad. So let's get that done. Again, don't forget Almost Home Humane Society. Anything you can donate, please help out with a couple of working washers if you can. Without a doubt, I mean, it's being down that many is tough. It would be tough on Almost Home. So anything you can do, again, Almost Home Humane Society right here in Fort Dodge. Catch them on the World Wide Web as well, and also on Facebook. And Rachel, you guys just continue to do a great job. And I know, like you said, and gearing up, because in a couple of weeks you're going to be having an influx of little kitties running around.
Oh yeah.
You guys are getting ready, and I know you're doing a fantastic job to get ready for that as well. Hang in there. Stuff's coming your way, Rachel.
All right. We're waiting.
Hey, thanks for being on again. You guys have a great day, and keep up the great work.
All right. Thanks, Darren.
Thanks, Rachel. Again, that's Rachel from Almost Home Humane Society right here in Fort Dodge. Anything you can do to help out, I know they greatly appreciate it. And even if it's just what you would think is a little bit, believe me, to them it's a lot of bit. So anything you can do to help them out would be fantastic. It is 10 minutes before the top of the hour. How about we do one of these real quick?